To the people of Zambia, a very good evening to every listener out there. First of all, I would like to just dive in into the topic because, you know, I'm a man of peace, and it is important that before I address the people, I love to urge the people of Zambia and to emphasize on the need to remain peaceful and united. You know, this is an election period, and we're having a number of activities going on the ground. It is important that the people of Zambia remain peaceful despite belonging to any political affiliation. You need to understand that Zambia is bigger than all of us. We are one people, and we should not fight. We should not quarrel. We are not supposed to fight. We're not supposed to engage ourselves in, you know, political violence. Let us remember that Ba Kateka left this legacy for us, and it is important that we also pass it on to the next generation. Abana bale kula ofile bakaisange peace tule kwate. And of course, I'm humbled. Thanks so much. May God bless you.
I want you to let me know, who do you think was speaking right there? All right, David, go ahead. Who do you think was addressing us right there? The former president. All right. Thank you very much. Get back to your radio.
Hey, Jamaica, within Garden Town in Gopa Belt, Wansha boss.
All right, Mr. Jamaica, who do you think was addressing us right there?
Yeah, is the president, Mr. Edgar Lungu. May he so rest in peace, boss. Thank you and work well.
All right, thank you very much.
We are talking to Happy Munga.
Happy, where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from the Copper Belt right now, but I'm from Mandevo. I'm a youth advocate.
All right.
And the talent promoter.
All right. Go ahead. Who do you think was addressing us right there?
The invitation was for the late president, Mr. Edgar Lungu, but I'm sure it's one of our own, Ba Kateka.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your try as well. And of course, we've heard you with your suggestion, and of course, it was a powerful address. I'm seeing crying emojis from our WhatsApp, also remembering the late former president Edgar Lungu. I do have Ba Kateka in studio. Mr. Benson, welcome to Sun FM TV.
Thanks so much. I'm humbled. Actually, let me give a shout out to the guy who just recently called.
Okay.
Happy Munga.
Yeah.
I appreciate your appreciate you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually one of my guys from where I come from, Mandevo.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He's an active guy. He's an active guy. I appreciate him.
All right. Thank you very much. How does that make you feel? People likening you to the late former president Edgar Lungu, because it sounded like him speaking.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I would say for me it's been a great moment.
Sure.
A lot of people have been encouraging me to continue mimicking him, and he's someone that I look up to, and he's deeply inspired me. And I'm into his mimicking because of I'm so passionate about making people laugh. Of course, encouraging them to reflect on issues affecting our country. That is the answer, and the reason why I ventured into mimicking the likes of former Republican president, because my comedy it speaks for people, it speaks for communities, and the one thing I was inspired by the late president is that he was a man of he used to interact with ordinary citizens, and for me it was an inspiration to also follow his footsteps, you know. Whereas in you do comedy and engage the people and make them feel part of your art in different ways. You understand? I do videos with random people,
Sure.
Meet different people, market traders, and just interact them with the voice of the former president.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, nice. Let's start from. I know for a fact that you had an opportunity to meet the late former president Edgar Lungu at his residence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Before we can even get there, let's start by how you discovered that you could imitate Mr. Lungu.
I discovered way back. That was as far as 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So I was just, like I said earlier, the big man inspired me in many ways. So, and also I love to imitate people that are unique in the way they come out. Yeah, like I said, he was a man who used to interact with ordinary citizens. And as for me, I was like, this man has, of course, back then in primary school, people used to tell me that I look like him, we look alike. So it also added up, I started, I could watch his most of his speeches, and I used to follow current affairs. So I follow current affairs, and I was up to date with his topics, with his speeches and all that. So I decided to go for the big man and mimic him as well.
Okay. Yeah. What gestures or phrases were your favorites from the late former president Edgar Lungu, as you were deep into mimicking him? 2017 to date, it's a long time, yeah.
I think the time I was getting to know the dance,
Yeah.
The big man is full of, he's just jovial, and when you're with him, of course, many of those that have interacted with him can, of course, agree with me that he used to have good gestures around people, and they could dance. They could dance also was the favorite part for me, and also the part where I used to say "Can't be undone," that was some of the moments that I used to pick up and say, I need to go for this big man. Inspired me.
All right, I would want to take you back to the momentous occasion you experienced. I must believe that it was what you'd consider as an achievement when you now met him eye to eye at his residence.
Exactly.
First and foremost, how did that come about?
Actually, that one was it was just I didn't expect it, because I was just called. They say you've been called to actually have lunch with the former head of state, and then I think I was knocking off from church, and then I went direct to his residence. That's when that was the first time to interact with him, and he welcomed me. I was surprised, the former president welcoming me in that manner, where he had to even stand just to welcome me, and I was just just an ordinary citizen coming from Mandeva and being welcomed in such manner. So for me, it was an achievement, and he was so humble to receive me. His team also. We sat down. I cracked some jokes. He laughed, and he said the wife was shocked, and it was a good moment for me.
The wife was shocked at the fact that you could imitate the husband.
Exactly, and she saw me outside when I was stepping out. She was actually outside. She was actually attending to some meetings. So she saw me. I said hi. We had a little chat. Then she was actually overwhelmed by my mimicking as well. I said, honey, she was just happy. And,
Nice. Latest as far as the news is concerned. Now, I asked you that question of your meeting with the late former president Edgar Lungu, because it's not many that have an opportunity to meet such high-level individuals.
Exactly.
Yeah, and of course, within you cracking jokes and imitating him, there are others that obviously would take issues with imitating someone and all that stuff. What sort of jokes did you tell in his presence? I know for a fact that to some extent it felt maybe a little bit intimidated. It's like, the former head of state, yeah?
So actually, one thing that you need to understand is that when you are an artist, you need to do research. Of course, the first thing that comes in is respect for your audience.
Sure.
So for me, immediately I received that call, and I was like, I'm going to see the former head of state. So it clicked in my mind. Say, this is not a random person I'm going to see. Of course, one thing I'm going to talk about that side has to be of good value, and that's something that will also be appropriate at that, at that environment. So now for me it was just coming out, it was natural, and he laughed out loud, and to the point where even some of his opponents were like, so he was actually surprised to see me. Yes. So I went on just because actually I think that one he didn't expect me to.
Sure.
So it was like a surprise visit. So I just appeared. It was at my living room, and then they were having a meeting with some other other people in that room. So when I entered, then Parapene, he looked at me and said, finally this guy is here. And he stood there, he cracked some joke, countrymen and women, that.
Yeah.
He was like, this guy, finally. Then he just felt nice.
Yeah.
Even grabbed me some cool drinks, Imagine the former president grabbing you
a drink.
Hey, fridge wise, then I'm going to drink it.
Yo.
So for me, it was an achievement. And,
nice. I would want to take you back to the year 2025. Of course, the 5th of June 2025 will remain as a big day for Zambia, a saddening day in that is the day that we lost the late former President Edgar Lungu. How did you receive this news that Mr. Lungu has died, and where were you at the time that you were receiving this information?
At that time, I think I was just, I think I was home by that time. So I received some calls from my friends. Kaidi, sometimes before you updated on social media. I think I was offline. So one of my friends called and said, "Bro, have you seen the news?" I said, I go online and see that Mr. ECL has died. So I was shocked, because this is a man that I've interacted with him, and not only interacted with him, but he's someone who has inspired me in many ways. Yeah. So for me, I received that news, and I just it was, I didn't expect that to happen. Of course, death comes at a point where I was getting to know the big man, and so that he can see more of myself, can help me, probably me get connected out there, discover myself, So I expected a lot. I expected to work with him in many ways, but he died, and to me it was a moment that I just had to say, no, this thing has happened, and I just have to pick it up and see to it that I develop my craft in so many ways.
All right. Yeah. I know for a fact that you've decided that you are going to preserve his legacy through the imitations that you continue to do of him. According to just your observation as someone whom you've imitated and you've portrayed in various ways, what do you think is the biggest legacy of the late former President Edgar Lungu?
His humble character. He's someone that was so down to earth. The presidency is not a simple level. You understand with me that he was someone who, like I said in my preamble, used to interact with ordinary citizens. So you'd understand that it's not easy for some of these people that are holding public offices to interact with ordinary citizens. But despite him having that, the highest office in the land, he still went back to Chawama, these shanty compounds, interacted with the people, and he did a number of things for a number of vulnerable people. He had the heart of the people. He used to interact with the people. He was jovial. He could laugh with anyone. I remember I invited my colleague, I don't know if you are familiar with my colleague who imitates the Republican president, Bali. We went for some jogging, and he could talk to Bali more than me, understand? Then I was like, this man can talk to the man who imitates me, the Republican president, His Excellency
Mr.
Hakainde Hichilema. And he can interact with him and more than me, which means that this man is has nothing to. In short, he's just a people's person.
Sure.
Understand? No any differences to put on board and all that. But he's just someone who's been interacting with all different people from all different walks of life. You understand?
All right.
So.
Now, within that respect, before I can proceed with many questions and invite our viewer and listener to also ask you questions, or those that would want to speak with you as well, there is another gentleman by the name of Winston. He calls himself IDC. He also imitates the late former president, Edgar Lungu. Do you feel is your competition within the line of what you're doing, or it is fair competition of some sort?
For me, I'm an artist, and for me to be in this industry, I have to equip myself in so many ways.
Sure.
So I've interacted with my brother Winston on different occasions. We've interacted, and with the Lungu mimic, I see no room of competition, you understand?
Okay.
Because I remember at some point we met at the residence of the former president.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I mentioned him. I'm sure if you follow my socials, you can have a look at some of the clips that I posted, which the former president had said, we are all one. He had mentioned me, IDC, and him. Ba Kateka, we are just one people. So I think there's nothing to compete. We just need to work together, because this is a man that was people for was a man for the people. You know, you understand?
Sure.
It was a man for the Zambian people. So we can have 100 people that mimic him. We can have 200 people that mimic him, to show that he's well recognized and well appreciated. So for me to mimic him and come out unique in my style, there's a team behind my brand. I'm someone who loves to do research and invest in my craft.
Sure.
Yeah. So for me, there's no competition. It's just the mimicking in it, and to show that we bring communities together through comedy, unite the people, and entertain.
All right.
Sure.
I'll give you an opportunity. I don't know which favorite piece you pick. Just a snippet before I can open the phone lines for people to talk to you right now. I don't know which one you pick, but just a brief one.
Okay.
Sure.
Countrymen and women, here at Sun FM Radio. I'm looking forward to interact with the people of Zambia. It's been a minute. You know, it's time we interact. What's going on? Not standing. Call us and let's discuss. I'm here to talk to you.
Sorry, now, Ba Kateka, I would want to take you to the creative industry right here in Zambia. What do you think about the state of comedy? And as I ask this question, at the back of my mind, I'm looking at the commercialization of your craft. Are you able to generate revenues from what you have been doing and what you're doing?
That question, I'll respond it in this way. You know, my comedy has been I would say affiliated to politics.
Okay.
Yeah, you may wish to know that the big man was a politician, and also there are some people that don't sit well with it when they see me on the street.
Oh, okay.
Mostly when they affiliated to other political parties. So they will think sometimes maybe I'm being funded. Sometimes, you know, but even to the corporates, sometimes, you know, it is just mimicking. And I see other colleagues from other countries like mimicking other presidents, but they get deals from different companies. But here in Zambia, we've I'd say, for lack of a better term, I'll just say we've tried to put politics in all areas, and it's so saddening that there can be some other government officials that cannot interact with you. The fact that you mimicking a certain politician, you understand?
So before I lose my line of thought,
Okay.
what you're confirming here is that you've had a challenge,
Exactly.
especially to get dues based off the fact that you were mimicking, or you are mimicking, the late former president who was opposition by the time of his death.
Exactly. In the recent years, mostly, it was a challenge for me to generate income.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and actually, it is a challenge, mostly because sometimes you'd find that you present yourself very well.
Mhm.
The companies would want to endorse you, but when they get to see the aspect of you presenting the Lungu character, they feel like you're affiliated to
The
Patriotic
opposition.
Front and the other maybe parties and all that. So why should it be in that manner when I have a normal voice? This is Benson speaking. You know?
Yeah.
My real name is Ben Musiyani,
Mhm.
and I'm an artist. I can
Mhm.
easily switch voices. You understand? I can mimic the other person. I can mimic the other person. So when I mimic the late president, Mr. ECL, it doesn't mean that I'm affiliated to a political party.
All right, get closer to the
Exactly.
microphone. Mm.
Yeah, I get affiliated to a political party. In my previous videos, in my previous content, some people could come direct and say, you know, this, you know, just trying to raise some issues that I'm affiliated to politics. But me, I was just an artist who was just striving to make it.
So
Understand?
what you're saying now is that you can also perform at a function held by, for instance, the current ruling party, the UPND.
I can easily mimic the head of state.
No, President Ichilema?
You want me to do that?
Please, go ahead.
It's going to be interesting, this one.
Go ahead.
So if you want me to imitate the
President Ichilema.
yeah, His Excellency, tuyanda kubereka lusupoa. The people of Zambia, we need to know that we are working. Kulibe, violence on the street. There used to be violence. We're working with the people of Zambia. That's what we want. Tuyanda kubereka Zambia. This is not a violence question. Okay, right, but no,
All right, let's speak to this one here. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Yes, hello, hi.
Absolutely fine. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Dennis calling you from within Copperbelt.
All right, Dennis, go ahead. I have Ba Kateka in studio.
Yeah, Ba Kateka.
yes, boss, how are you?
Our president. Anyway, for me, you know, being a content creator, you're a comedian, not a politician. For me, the way I understand this thing of imitating, you are a comedian. Now, it's just that here in Zambia, it's not only in Zambia, but somebody is an imitator, a comedian who imposes one political party. Some people might not take him or her as a comedian. So, for me, all I can encourage you, just keep up. Don't be demoralized or bring back with your good gift that God gives you as an imitator, a comedian. You make people laugh. It's not only that you're imitating the former ACL, but for me, all I know, your voice can imitate each and everyone whom you want to imitate at that moment.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Appreciate. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. That is the number you are utilizing. If you'd love to ask Ba Kateka a question, you have a contribution that you'd love to make, feel free to surely do that. And I appreciate to hear from you as well as we interact with him right here on Sun FM TV on the Z even as well. It is 0955-855-953. Like I've told you, no politics here. It is just a clear conversation within the creative space. So if you are a staunch politician, you do not want to surely participate within this line as well. So based off the complaint that you have raised here, how would you want it to be sorted out? Your appeal is to the corporates and the public to perceive you as just a content creator and not affiliated to politics or at some point you do have regrets of probably mimicking the late former president because of the impression that others have created against you.
Exactly. So, but for me, I accept either criticism, either panga sense. At least criticism must come with a bit of knowledge. You understand?
Sure.
Someone is trying to criticize you, but they must also advise you. So, with the Lungu character, I don't regret in any way because it has built me so far. It has built my brand so far. Also, for people to know me, and also to welcome my content is because of the Lungu character as I'm speaking right now. But there's more to bed. There's a lot that I can offer on the table, and it's not only mimicking. I'm a multi-talented guy. I'm so good in so many areas, of which I believe, given a platform and a chance to actually perform and also exercise my to showcase my craft out there. Zambian people would appreciate my craft, and also beyond Zambia, I don't regret in any way mimicking the former president. And I actually appreciate the impact that he has brought to my content. A number of people, I'm sure, are able to see on my socials when they comment, they actually remember the big man when I mimic him. And I would definitely bring the memories of late president in so many ways. Right. To appreciate his legacy.
Nice one. Before we can end this conversation, one big question that I have for you. First and foremost, if the late former president, Edgar Lungu, was listening to this conversation right now, today, what did you say to him in his own voice?
Okay, so in my own voice or in his?
In his voice.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Kuli batata ba Edgar Lungu. I'm a witness in Mwe Pamwelai. You are capturing, I'm sure, and to the listeners, you are the witnesses. If I had an opportunity to have an interaction and also to encourage His Excellency, the late President Edgar Lungu, please, sir, you did a lot. You contributed to this great nation, Zambia, in so many ways, and we appreciate you, and we will continue remembering you for a good man you are, a people's person. Abantu wale mifuluka, they are indeed in need of your good gestures. Pakomboni malewa panga, kumayadi malewa panga, konsefe used to suit environments, and for that, let me salute you. Thanks so much.